It's your boy Gordon in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Arsenal lose another game, and of course, we're going to talk about slightly about the Carabao Cup defeat. Not slightly, but we're going to talk about the transcript of a post match interview with Mikel Arteta, Pep Guardiola's comments on Mikel Arteta, and not only a little minor update about Gabriel Martinelli and Arsenal's biggest problems revealed. Yes, we are going to talk about a lot of things as well. So without any further ado, let's just jump into what we want, what we will target, and what we are going to make. Number one, the first thing that we can actually talk about is the appearance of Ben Chilwell in Saturday's clash between Arsenal and Chelsea. Well, there is a strong possibility that he might miss the game. So Lampard, Ben Dinnery tweets out, he says, Lampard on Chilwell. Expect he is doubtful for Arsenal, turned his ankle. It was too painful to continue. We'll have a scan tomorrow to see how bad the injury is and update after that. And Gary Neville has opened up about the exact state of affairs at Arsenal. He says, at the moment, the players don't look like they are enjoying themselves. To me, the Arsenal players look bored, and the football they're producing looks like a real struggle. Arteta has got to get those players buying into this again. The idea of going onto the pitch and having that enjoyment, love and thrill for football, Wenger's teams always had that. Also, from a specific source of news, they suggest that based on information from the beginning of the month, Arteta's job will be protected until February. So Arteta will have until February to turn this around. Let's see how the unconditional support actually favors Mikel Arteta in this aspect of the game. Well, the future of William Saliba is in the air at the moment, and Get French Football News have actually tweeted out the latest on William Saliba. Player's lawyer is in London this week to meet with Arsenal board. Sources tell Get French Football News that whilst Arsenal had initially been keen on loaning him to a Premier League club, there are reservations about him joining a team that will perform better than the Gunners this season. Okay, so Get French Football is actually, trolling Arsenal as well. But yes, here's a sad part. Actually, whenever Arsenal lose a game, and some Arsenal fans really go to social media accounts of the players who have done howlers and literally hound them, spray in a lot of negativity, and literally will pester them. They literally say certain things that the players would not want to be at Arsenal anymore. So such is a case of Alex Runarsson. Now he has deactivated his Twitter account. Yes, Alex Runarsson has deactivated his Twitter account because of the howler that he's done, and he knows the kind of hatred sports generates in the fans. And when you produce a howler like that was a very much easy. That was a lolly. That was a dolly gifted to Riyad Mahrez. Probably the most easiest goal that he has scored in his life. One of the easiest goals that he scored in his life. But to do something like this, it's very vile, and it's not at all recommended for human beings. You don't hate him. I mean, it's a mistake. Fine. He'll learn. But it was bad. It was pathetic to do it on the big grandest stage of them all when you get to start against Manchester City. The room for error is very less, even for the referee, though he did give the Phil Foden goal. So whatever it is. So at halftime, Arteta provides a small update about Mikel Martinelli. He says, at halftime he was pushing, he was saying he was completely fine, that he wanted to carry on. When he was back on the pitch, he was uncomfortable. So it was an easy decision to take him off. And Pepe came in and bam, the game was buried right away. Pep Guardiola has opened up about Mikel Arteta. Pep says, for me, they will do a big mistake if they are thinking of sacking Mikel Arteta. They will do a huge big mistake if they... I'm pretty sure they are going to trust him. It's just a question of time and he will do well. Football changes in 1 week so quick. I can speak about my experience alongside him. One of the most incredible successful teams in English history we had, and he was part of this success. Yes. I hope Stan Kroenke is listening. I hope. Arteta on whether he regrets selling Emiliano Martinez. He says it's no point having any regrets or not. There were different reasons why we had to do that transaction. We did it and it's part of the past. Emi had a really good few months last season. He really helped us And obviously, when a goalkeeper makes an error, these things are gonna come up. And talking about Martinelli, Chris Wheatley tweets out that Arteta says it was really bad kick on his shin. It was swelling up and he could not continue. So this is a big reason why Martinelli was taken off. So Henry Winter tweets out, and just hear the tweet. It has more meaning. It really has more meaning than all the fans who are actually talking about Arteta out. He says, clear out required at Arsenal, including Kolasinac, Mustafi, Cedric, 4-year deal. Willian 3 years deal. Ozil, Xhaka, Socrates, Renarson. Squad imbalanced. Recruitment not good enough. Need to cut losses on some. And Arsenal have some really good young players in Martinelli, Maitland-Niles, Saka, Smith Rowe, Nketiah, Willock, Balogun, Nelson Aziz. Time to blend more of them in around Tierney, Oba, Partey and invest more intelligently in talent or leaders in the window. Kroenke, wake up. It's the right time for Stan Kroenke and Josh Kroenke to back the manager. But the big question, are they've already in previous press conferences of Mikel Arteta, he's already mentioned this very clear, that he's already spoken about, and the plan for the next 2 windows have already been made. So will the real Stan Kroenke please stand up? Yes, let's do it. And talking about more about Martinelli, Arteta said, I think Gabi has a unique energy and a way to transmit his passion for the game. I think he plays the game in a different way to any other player. We can't compare him, but what we have to say, that it's great to have him back, to bring that spirit and that fight, and to play against the opponent the way he did it in that first half. I think that it is something to be really proud and happy with. Well, Mika Richards says, you look at the quality Arsenal are used to having and what they have now. I'd just play the kids. The kids are better than some of the senior players here. They are playing with more freedom, less pressure. And talking about the January transfer window, Arteta says, we are looking at the options that we have, players coming in and out. We'll see what happens. It's a really complicated window with the pandemic and the way football works at the moment. So we will see how things develop. And talking on whether he has some victims in the squad, he says, I'm focused on the fighters that we have and the spirit we showed tonight again, going against a really difficult opponent. I see a lot of fighters. And talking about Alex Runarson's performance, Mikel says, he hasn't played a lot of games for us. He's adapting to the league and that's it. We all make mistakes and we have to support him. We know Bernd hasn't played a lot of minutes. He needed some rest and we wanted to give opportunities to other players. And talking about the defeat, Mikel says, it's a hard one to take considering how the game went and the reaction the team had against this level of opponent. Obviously, when you give the goals away that we did, it makes the game impossible. And James Ollie says, he actually tweeted this out yesterday when Martinelli was pulled off. He says, Martinelli down again and comes off, not going straight down the tunnel, which I'd say is at least a positive sign. So, Gabriel Martinelli, thank goodness. And also, the win percentage of Arsenal's last 3 permanent managers across all competitions, Arsene Wenger 57%, Unai Emery 55%, Mikel Arteta 52%. Well, Jamie Redknapp reckons Arsenal will have the same problems if they sack Mikel Arteta and bring someone else. He says, it's a real problem for Mikel Arteta. People are saying he's going to lose his job and losing 4-1 at home is not ideal. The last win they had was the 1st of November against United. In his defense that day, I remember doing the game. We thought they're onto something special here. We saw a very talented midfield player in Partey who looked exceptional. The way they set up, I thought they might be good, and all of a sudden things have turned. They're devoid of confidence. Of course, you can go and sack the manager, but the bigger problem is there's only 3 or 4 with the manager coming in. You think, I can trust. Well, Arsenal again reportedly looking at a shock move for Christian Eriksen. First, it was Corriere dello Sport. Now it looks like Gazzetta dello Sport have picked up the story. They claim Eriksen could return to North London in red, with Inter Milan set to offload the Dane less than a year after he arrived from Spurs. He has found himself frozen out under Antonio Conte, and he actually could provide the attacking spark that Mikel Arteta's side needs at the moment. And however, the big love from the big brother, well, Emiliano Martinez posted this on his Instagram stories last night about Gabriel Martinelli's injury against Manchester City as Gabi and 2 crying emojis. That's the love That's the love between Gabriel Martinelli and, of course, Emiliano Martinez. We love you, Emi. We love you, bro. We do love you. We missed you, of course, in yesterday's game, but that's okay, bro. That's a part of life, and we got to live with it. Well, these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes from every single day twice. So what you got to do is subscribe, be a part of the live, and let's discuss Arsenal and football in general. If you're a rival fan, or really if you support any other team, it does not even matter. We can talk about the Premier League, Serie A, whatever it is. Cheers.